And
huh?
Excuse me, young man. I'm trying to wash my hands at one of these sinks.
I'm doing a video, sir. I'm doing a video.
This ain't what you want, young man. This ain't what you
what?
Main character syndrome. Everywhere you go, someone is filming themselves at the gym, mad that you walk through their shot. Someone else is doing a full choreographed dance routine on the subway during rush hour. Someone is posting a video of themselves giving a homeless person a sandwich with 3 camera angles and a cinematic score underneath it. And everybody wants to be the star of their own movie. And the worst part is, they're not even trying to hide it anymore. People are just openly operating like the world is their personal set and everyone around them is just an extra who needs to stay out of the fucking frame. We talked about rage bears, we talked about pranksters, but this third type, the one that I really wanted to dedicate a full video towards, is the main character. At least the rage bear knows he's being annoying on purpose for a reaction. At least the prankster understands he's doing a bit for the attention and the views it gets him. The main character genuinely believes this movie, this facade is real. They are fully committed to the bit. Now, before we talk about anyone else in this video, I have to be honest with you guys, because I would be a fucking hypocrite if I sat here and acted like I've never had a main character moment in my life. So the story happened like this. It's 10th grade, and COVID-19 had just passed. Now, during COVID-19, I gained a bit of weight. I mean, when you're sitting out, you're gonna gain some kind of weight on it, man.
I'm such a fat fucking chud.
So this burst of motivation actually came at the right time as COVID-19 was starting to end. And I gained this sense of weird mix of depression that I was coming out of because I was eating all the time, and this burst of motivation that came out of nowhere. I decided I was going to completely transform my body. I was running every single morning, building up slowly, consistently, daily, no days off, and bro, it was actually fucking working. So we had to run a mile back at PE class in 10th grade. I was different though, because I had been training every single day. This wasn't really new to me. I had actually been putting in the work, and I could feel it, bro. I was pulling away from these people. I was lapping people, legitimately fucking going faster and faster than I'd ever gone before. Like, you could take this shit back in 8th grade and shit. I was the slowest motherfucker there, bro. Now in 10th grade, bro, I was pacing everybody, bro. And listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, that shit felt incredible. For the first time in my life, I was actually doing something that felt like I was born to do, man. Because I had actually earned that shit. Real effort, real results. That part was genuinely so legitimate to me. You know where the fuck this story's going, bro. You build a sense of overconfidence because I started feeling like I was on a different level than everyone else around me. Like, my dedication was so fucking elite that other people couldn't even comprehend that shit. I started saying things out loud, and to people, bro, I feel so bad to you. I said things like, you ain't got it, bro. I'm that dog. You ain't got that shit, bro. You ain't built like me. Running past people with this disgusting, smug ass fucking energy, like I was in a fucking movie montage and everyone else was the background noise in my own shit. I'll keep this short, guys, but on one of these mile run days, this 4-lap track we had to run, on the last one, on the final fucking lap, bro, I fucking tripped, bro. Fell directly on my face in front of every person in there, bro. One of my friends, bro, shout out to you, bro, because I'm not gonna say his name, but shout out to you, bro. He fucking covered his mouth trying not to laugh. Holy shit, it was so fucking embarrassing, bro. I just had to lay there for a second. I just think to myself, like, what the fuck did I do to deserve this shit? Legitimately, like, the universe was sending me a very specific and very personal fucking message. And the message was, Koi, bro, you are not a main character. You're a person who runs in a fucking circle and talks too much, bro. Man, if you don't get your dumb ass off this track, I swear to God, that shit humbling you, man. I just did not talk at all during any fucking race after that shit. I bring that up because that right there is the thing about main character syndrome that nobody actually explains properly. It doesn't always have to come from a bad place. Sometimes it comes from real confidence, real achievement, and real momentum. And then at some point, that momentum starts to feel like destiny, and the ego finally fucking slips through the cracks, and suddenly you're monologuing at people who are just trying to do a mile in peace. Now, we gotta go through some of the 4 prolific types of internet identities and cultures that surround the main character archetype. So let's start with one of my favorites and probably the worst type to ever be, the gym influencer, bro. If you've been to a gym recently, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. There's always at least one person who has clearly decided that the gym is their own personal filming studio, and that also happens to have equipment in it. Cameras set up on a fucking tripod, ring light possibly involved, multiple angles always being considered, and then inevitably you need to use the equipment that's directly in their fucking shot. Oh my god, bro, you gotta walk past that shit at the wrong moment or the wrong time to get clipped for anything you do, man. Or you exist in the space they mentally designated as their own backdrop. Bro, the look they give you, oh my god. Like motherfucking thing, I unalive their whole family and shit, bro. Oh, I swear to God. They look at the camera like, oh, I can't believe this guy walks directly through my shot. Like, this is so crazy. Look, guys, I go to the gym all the time, specifically about 5 days a week. The gym is a public space for anyone to use to work out. If you want to set up your camera tripod or anything you want to say, it's a shared space. The shared space remains shared. You don't get the right of way to tell people off when they're in your fucking shot, bro. The actual purpose of the facility is to just work out. You are the variable in this situation, not them. The gym version of this shit is particularly crazy because it's a place where everybody is supposed to be focusing on themselves. Everybody's already kind of in their own fucking zone. But somehow that person who has to film, that influencer has to do that shit, has to fucking get that on camera because they only want to make all about themselves, bro. Public transit dancers are some of the most annoying people on planet Earth. I swear to God, bro. They will legit get in a car full of commuters, people who are going to work, going home, tired, just trying to mind their own business or get some rest. Is the ideal venue for their fucking performance, bro. It's a full dance routine. You got music playing, taking up space, expecting people to either move or become the audience.
Any claps?
They have to legit go around to people, fucking high-five their hands just to get them in the mood, bro. Holy shit, bro. That's some corny-ass, unemployed-ass behavior, man. Like, my man, this guy, dude on a random fucking Tuesday trying to do this shit, bro. Now, look, real talk, there is a version that is actually kind of cool, man. There is actual real street performers and subway performers that have a long history in those same cities. They actually do this shit because they are skilled. They are genuinely fucking entertaining, and they know of the space. They're aware of the space around them. People actually enjoy this shit. They actually go around trying to sit around to watch the shit. The vibe is collaborative for a reason. That's the shit I respect. But the motherfuckers that post that shit on TikTok, bro, the content version isn't trying to entertain people at all in the slightest. It's using the fucking people in the space as a backdrop. Their involuntary reactions, their annoyance, their confusion, their attempts to just get to work and not be bothered by this content. Look, guys, the distinction is simple. A real performer makes the space better for the people in it. A main character performer makes the space their own and expects the people in it to adapt to them. Now, another branch of the main character archetype is the entitled food reviewer. Now, there are legitimate food content creators who have decided that having a camera and a TikTok account qualifies them as a legitimate critic whose opinion carries professional weight.
They said they're not gonna comp the meal. We just did a whole video with a whole professional cameraman.
Bro, it is always about continuing the reaction for their content. They're trying to bring some kind of shock value or some kind of story for their viewers to latch onto. These guys will legitimately send food back, not because something was wrong with it, but because it didn't match the vision that they had in their head for the content. If it wasn't Michelin star or 5-star looking, bro, they were not gonna fucking post that shit. If the shit ain't busting, the people ain't coming, bro. They legitimately fucking post reviews where they fucking dock stars for things that had nothing to do with the fucking food or the service. Like, bro, they will legitimately say the vibe was off. The restaurant was busy when they arrived. And they fucking posted with 1 star. Posted publicly, trying to affect the business actual fucking reputation because a person with 8,000 followers decided the experience didn't serve their content well enough. Bro, these people, like the gym influencers who treat the gym as their set, or the public transit dancers who treat the subway as their set, these fucking losers treat the restaurants as their own set. The chef as their talent, the staff as their production crew. You are a fucking customer, bro. A camera does not change that fact. Now, the last main character archetype that I really want to discuss is the kindness creator. It's so fucking funny because it's generally some of the most saddest and fakest shit I've ever seen, bro. It looks selfless, it looks good, but it never is good, bro. It's always about putting the fucking camera in their face to try to gauge a reaction. It is always about content, guys. Now, you have a vivid imagination of the performative kindness video. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Someone films themselves walking up to a homeless person or someone who is elderly and giving them food or helping them across the street, or shoes or money. But they got fucking 3 camera angles, cinematic music underneath, some sad ass fucking music. The homeless person's reaction is the climax of the video because people love to see that. Their gratitude, their emotions, their humanity captured and packaged and posted all for that engagement bait. Bro, like, people don't even realize a lot of those people are part of the fucking crew. It's always about turning a fucking profit with these people. And if that means getting this kind of engagement bait, this kind of fake love, this performative love, they will do any means necessary. Bro, the comment section, Holy shit, this actually makes me fucking sad, bro. And I want you to be really careful here because I'm not saying kindness is bad. Obviously, it's not. Feeding someone who is hungry is a good thing, full stop. Bro, come on. If it was actually genuine, you don't need to put a fucking camera in their face. If that was a real fucking homeless person or a real elderly person, you don't need to do anything like that, man. You just help. Funny about this shit is that the camera was there before the kindness happened. The edit was already planned. The music was already chosen. The moment was designed to produce a specific emotional reaction from the audience. And the person receiving the kindness is the emotional centerpiece of that same content. Their dignity, their gratitude, their circumstances, all of it captured and distributed to millions of people just like you without any real consideration for what they actually want. But as I said, the reason why it actually falls into that main character category is because the creator has positioned themselves as the hero of the narrative, the protagonist doing good in a cold world. And the homeless person, a real human being with a real actual life, has been cast as the supporting character whose purpose is to solely validate the hero's generosity on camera. As I said before, real kindness doesn't need 3 camera angles. Real kindness doesn't have background music. Real kindness isn't worried about the edit. It is just done. Look, I'm not saying every person who does this is a bad person. A lot of them probably genuinely want to help. But when the camera is the first thing that goes on, it's the first thing that is involved in the content they make, when the content is inseparable from the actual act, then at least part of what's happening is the main character performing their own goodness for the validation or respect from you guys. So in reality, what is actually going on with all the people that I talked about? From the gym influencer, the transit dancer, the food reviewer, the performative kindness creators, legitimately, none of them are necessarily bad people. I don't think most of them woke up and decided to be inseparable. I think it's much more simpler and much more relatable than you actually think. They found an audience. Even if a small one or even a large one, they found something that works. Those followers, those likes, those comments, that attention started to feel like confirmation that their perspective was the most important one in whatever room they were in. That camera angle made them the center. That content made them the main character. And really, guys, here's the thing about being a main character. When you're fully in it, you generally cannot see the extras or the other people or the side characters in your own fucking world. You can't see the person trying to get through work or get to work on the subway. You can't see the server who just wants to get through their shift. You can't see the homeless person who just wants a meal and didn't need to fucking be a viral moment. You can't see any of that fact because the movie only has room for one's perspective, and that's yours. Fucking tripped on that track, bro, back in 10th grade, and my friend laughed like hell, bro. And I got up and eventually realized I was not the main character of this fucking Mara. Because at the end of the day, it didn't really matter. I was just a person running, and everybody else out there was also just a person doing their own thing, with their own movie, playing in their own head, with their own thoughts, with their own reasons for being in that one space. See, that's the thing that nobody actually tells you about main character syndrome. It doesn't just make you annoying to other people, it makes you genuinely worse at seeing the world because you've replaced fucking reality with a narrative where everything revolves around you. And the reality is a lot more interesting and a lot more richer than you actually think. The camera can come with you, sure. Just remember, it doesn't make you the only one in the frame. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, and comment down below what you want to see from me next. Check out my previous video in the left-hand side of your screen. Click it right now, and I'll see you over there. Now eat this fucking outro, guys.